Next up, we want you to meet a mom and her son Aaron and hear their real-life story.
Happy birthday to the birthday boy. Good morning to the birthday boy. The birthday boy won't wake up on his own birthday. I guess I'm just gonna have to open up all his presents without him.
I'm up.
I thought that might wake you up. Okay, blow him out. Awesome. Okay, how about some chocolate chip pancakes?
With whipped cream?
I think I can make that happen.
Then what?
Then we can do whatever you want.
I want to find a rocket ship.
Nice. And you know where we can do that?
Where?
At the park.
Houston, are we ready for takeoff?
Ready.
In 5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Ignition! We're on Jupiter now.
Right, we're on Jupiter. Okay. Why don't you?
Oh, Jupiter does not have any gravity.
Okay. Oh.
I see a green, big alien mess. Make a run for it.
Oh, good job. Be careful.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
No, I don't think so. Oh.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Aaron. Aaron? Aaron? Aaron! Aaron!
Hey,
I can't find him. He's gone.
what happened?
He was on the swing and I looked away for 1 second and when I looked back, he was gone.
Who?
Aaron, our son.
Honey, we don't have a son.
What?
We decided not to have it.
That's not possible.
Look, we have this conversation every year. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was today.
His name is Aaron. And he loves rocket ships and he wants to be an astronaut. He has beautiful blue eyes. He called me Mom and he told me he loved me. Today's his birthday. He's our son.
I love you, Mom. I forgive you.
The pain involving abortion, decisions, and pregnancy affects people in all different ways. If you're struggling with that kind of emotional pain right now, I invite you to call the number on your screen and reach out to get the help and resources that you need. Next up, we want you to meet Ashley. She has her own real-life story that involves a horrific story of drugs and rape. Up next, meet Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'm a survivor of human trafficking. I'm the daughter of two wonderful, loving parents. My father was in the Air Force, and I grew up just like a lot of kids grow up. When I was in the 8th grade, my family, we made a move to Alabama, and during that year, I went to a party, and first time ever getting drunk, and while I was at the party, I was raped. And that rape really just changed the course of my life. I started isolating myself from my parents and self-mutilating by, binge eating and vomiting. I became bulimic almost immediately. Partying, drinking, and drugs became a regular part of my life. I was just running as fast as I could, trying to escape this pain that I did not even realize was there. I was introduced to some people who were drug dealers, and so they befriended me, got to know me. Before I knew it, invited me over to their house. One night, the man who was kind of the ringleader was in town from Miami. The woman and the man, they raped me, and that was my introduction to working for them. Basically, they would take me on a drug runs, introduce me to people, ask how much they would give for me, and basically the goal was you had to bring your money back to the family. And so several times, I was beaten, and one of the in particular times, I was dragged out of bed and beaten, and as soon as I saw her leave the house, I ran to my car, drove as fast as I could. God really opened the door for me to get out of there. Almost immediately, I was sleeping on a friend's couch, and he had a friend who worked for an escort agency in Destin. For a short time, I worked for a couple of agencies. One night, I went out to a club, and after the club, I went to a Waffle House. As I walked in, there were 6 men standing in the back. They invited me back to their hotel room, and in their hotel room, they gang raped me and argued over who would be my pimp, essentially who would be my trafficker, and took me to Atlanta to pimp me. It was like I was a revolving door. I really don't know even how to describe the number of times that I was raped by people that they knew. As I started having crazy panic attacks, major nightmares. A situation happened where I stole something from the person that I lived with, and she proceeded to beat me almost to death. And I had a split second to run out of the house. And the neighbors called the police, and the police came. And so when they came in, really, the officer looked at me, and really without asking me any questions, the first thing he said to me was, "She's nothing but a crack whore." So really at that time, that'd been something I'd come to believe about myself. I really had no need to argue with him. And then one in particular night, I was in an argument with somebody who I'd been involved with, and I looked at him and I just said, "I need Jesus." And I really meant it with all of my heart. And my life did not immediately change, but when I woke up the next day, doors all around me were closing. And then one night, I knew I was feeling off. I knew I was feeling sick. That night, I found out I was pregnant. I called my mom, and my mom's response to me was I've been waiting to hear that you're dead, that you're in prison, or that you're pregnant. I'm really glad you're pregnant. Do you want to come home? And really that invitation to come home, it really started like an incredible rescue and redeeming process for me. It was really hard. The first couple of months being pregnant, I'd had nightmares every night, terrible nightmares. And this in particular night, I didn't have a nightmare. I just woke up and I just knew I always felt this evil presence lurking with me. But this in particular night, I didn't feel it. And as I woke up, I just looked up and I just said, okay, I'm done. I'm done running. And I need you, Jesus, come into my heart. And he came and he met me in that place, and and my life immediately changed. I went through immense healing. No more anxiety, no more depression, to help other women know that there's always hope, that there's no situation that is hopeless. And really that's like my life mission now, because we know that full freedom, complete restoration and redemption is possible with Jesus. My name is Ashley, and this is my redemption story.
I know that your heart had to be touched as you heard Ashley share her story, a story of drugs, a story of rape, a story of being trafficked and literally being used every single day. And yet, even after going through all of that journey, you hear the story of the power of Christ to not only forgive, but to restore and to give hope. And one of the things that all of us at Real Life want you to know is that regardless of the journey that you've traveled, regardless of where you are right now, whether you're considering an abortion or you've had several abortions, there is always hope when we will dare to trust Christ. So I encourage you, out of all of the choices and decisions that you could make in your life, trusting Christ is the one that's most important and the only decision in your life that can bring you the change that you need. We've got the helpline number up on the screen, and when you call that number, you'll talk to a trained professional phone coach who also has her own personal experience with abortion. We want to get you all of the help and all of the resources that you need to bring hope into your life. God has a good plan for your life, and as you reach out and trust Him, He will bring that plan into motion.
Thank you for watching Real Life. If you need someone to talk with concerning your decision on abortion, please go online to www.h3helpline.org. Again, that's h3helpline.org. Or call 866-721-7881. Someone will be there to help and guide you. We want you to live the life God has intended, so please reach out and contact us today.